Hello there. Only one Kenobi here. Only one. Oh, I can't believe it. I've just been doing a video for my Patreons opening her because this is the first time I have had her loose. I've literally she is there loose and she's not been out of her packet for any more than 2 minutes. So, but I've just realised as I moved, then I'm still on a goddamn squeaky chair, man, and I haven't done anything about that. It doesn't matter. After this video, I will change it. Just before the end of today, I'm going to do a few quick shots to get in the bag. It's lots to get through. But anyway, this is Dr. Aphra, and I have been dying to open her. And the reason I haven't until now is because I got a load of not variants. I got a load of her from the Entertainer. That's the one I just opened. And I had obviously this is the European, and that's the US card there. And then I got a couple of others from the Entertainer. I don't know quite why I got so many. I mean, you can't army builder or anything. It's just because she was there for so cheap. But anyway, let's get straight onto the figure. It's a fantastic figure if it would focus. There you go. She's fantastic. We've got a lot I want to say about her. But, you know, my first impression of it loose is fantastic. Look at the tattoo there. Really good. The other thing I want to sort of say in this video is I love the idea of Dr. Aphra. And man, I hope you're watching Aphra. There's well, Dr. Aphra has her own YouTube channel and frequently comments on Only One Kenobi videos. So this is dedicated to you, Aphra, this video. Finally, we are reviewing you. So she's brilliant. I love the fact that she is an archaeologist. I think that's fantastic. My dream has been to get her open, loose, review her, and then she's going here. Yes, it's very rare that I do what I've just done. Cut away from what I'm doing. She's going in there. Guess who else is in there? Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. Look at that, Aphra. You're going to so match the canopy of this barge. Can't wait to get her in there with Indy. Boom. Hello there, we're back. Just while I'm starting on her feet there, that's one disadvantage with her and other female figures. They haven't got very big peg holes. They're not very deep, and that's not very well. I mean, look at it. You can see how raised it is. That's one problem with some figures. So, yeah. And some figures like Leia, some Leia figures don't even have any peg holes. Her feet are so small. But anyway, so I love the fact that she's an archaeologist. I love that idea. I don't know any more than that. I should maybe make a point of reading some of her comics and stuff. And then that brings me to maybe look at, before I go off the figure, actually look at that belt buckle there. The blaster's pretty cool, Han Solo styly. I did have it in her hand, but that holster's just asking for it to be put in, to be honest, like a slinger, you know. She looks great, really good. I like that. So pleasantly surprised with how good she looks out of the packaging. You know, never underestimate how good a figure will be when they are out. She's a good example of a well-articulated figure that is worthy of opening. So, I don't often do this, but in the summer of 2019, the Entertainer in the UK got swamped with a load of vintage collection cards for, you know, really low prices. So, because she only ever comes on a single pill, I only really need one of her. But because I know that these are two variants, because obviously one has the leaflet that's, you know, European, the other one doesn't, and I have them both, I'm going to have to hang them on the wall as two variants. I usually prefer to do this. You know, look over here. You know, I've got Return, Revenge, two clear difference cards. And then, for example, like here, that's like Canadian. Look at the name pill on that compared to that. So there's big differences, subtle but big. But whereas this, you know, if anyone walked in this collection room, they'd think, oh, you have got two identical. Because they look identical. The only difference is one's got a card in and the other one hasn't. So this is what I was saying to Blacked Out Ewoks a year and a half ago. During that summer, I was saying, man, this is ridiculous. I feel like I've got this, like, I'm getting bombarded with variants. I'm glad they've stopped this nonsense now. I think they've just got one card for the world, have they not? Let me know in the comments. And in the case of Aphra, as you see, the pill is the same, boom and boom. Whereas I don't mind with these guys who I've just reviewed, at least that one has multi-language in the pill and the European one has a single pill. So you've got some kind of variancy there. With this, it's literally, there's nothing in it other than a piece of bloody paper in there, bubble. And that is the same for Luke Crate, and that is the same for a few others, but we'll explore those later. And R2-D2, actually, yeah. Anyway, oh, that damn squeaky chair again. That's all I really want to say. The last thing I actually want to say about Aphra, and I want to know your thoughts on this, is I really am thankful that Hasbro put her on a Star Wars chase. I was really nervous. In 2018, ladies and gentlemen, in 2018, they announced the return of the vintage collection. And the last time we saw a character like her, they would be put on this card back, the Expanded Universe. I love that brand. I love the concept of the Expanded Universe. Then came the realm of canon or legends, and I really did think, in fact, I know they made a card for her that had a Legends badge on it, which I was not a fan of, because I still believe that anything that isn't in a movie that does potentially exist out in the universe of Star Wars should be called Expanded Universe. But no, I'm glad that what they're going to do is, for anyone who is sort of beyond the realm of a movie, will just be considered part of the Star Wars universe, legends, canon, whatever, and be put on a Star Wars card back, which is great. Because you can't go wrong with that, can you? I think the legends thing would be just like, yeah, and too many brands almost, you know what I mean? I think they should keep it specific to movies or programs like Mandalorian, Clone Wars, you know, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back. But then if you start having like Legends and maybe even Rebels, I mean, I'm not saying I don't want a Rebels card back in the vintage collection, I would, but there's so many divisions of Star Wars now. If you have too many things, it's just going to get maybe a bit confusing. I don't know. But anyway, back to this figure. This figure's awesome. She's fallen off the stand, which is a shame. And this ain't going to focus, man, when I want it to. There she is. Awesome. That's Dr. Aphra. And you know what? Before I finish, I'm going to put her in the barge with Indy and show you what she looks like in there. I think I've said everything I want to say. But now, yes, I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think about Aphra. I think she looks pretty darn cool, man. Look at that. And do you know what? There's such a reference with Indiana Jones as well. That whole Disney's MGM Studios, Hollywood Studios, The Rocketeer, Indiana Jones, that whole era / Disney. And she's wearing those goggles and stuff, man. It's just something about that just sort of, it just works. It's just such a nod to what we've seen before. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Aviation look, you know? Brilliant. Let's move it on. From the skiff to the security on the top deck. And now in the bellies of business. Sorry about the darkness, by the way. I haven't got proper lighting rig in here, but yeah, these are new additions for inside. I don't often open the barge, but now I've got Aphra with the Indiana Jones, which is pretty cool. I've just got Indy in that pose. I wanted him leaning on the bar there, but he's just chatting with Aphra. Why not, eh? Just a bit of fun, man. I just wanted Indy. I don't know why, but when I bought this Indy, it was this year I got Indy for a blooming bargain as well, like £3 or something. I just knew I wanted to put him in here like an Easter egg, you know, a Lucasfilm Easter egg, and it works. Do you want a cup of Jawa juice? Is it really Jawa juice? I'm sure that tastes horrible if it is. Jawas don't smell good, I heard. And then this is obviously not R2-D2 because it's a mock-up of a pre-Return of the Jedi era. So he probably would have been around. I would have loved to have known if he did business for Jabba. I'm sure he would have. Bit Fortuna in the back there. But anyway, there you go. There's Indy and Aphra hanging out on the barge. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.